Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs and I have a full junk journal flip through for you today. This is a journal that I made as a design team project for Lydia at Raindrop Lila, and I have a series of videos creating this journal which will be listed down below, and the playlist will just pop up on your screen now if you want to go from the beginning. So the beginning was making these boards. That's kind of how it all started. So this is an antique book that I've dismantled, and I've used some antique music cover for the front, as you can see, some vintage upholstery fabric, and that's the back. I've left the back pretty plain. It could be added to by anyone. I just love the music. I am quite a fan of the old music paper, the music score covers, and so I have quite a few and I'm trying to use them, and so that's how this cover became what it is. So it measures 24.5 by 16.5. It's about a 2.5 inch spine when it's flat. It is wanting to curve, but that can be trained out of it because it's not too firm. And it has 2 signatures and 64 pages. So I hope you like it. I have taken a long time to make it, and there's lots of videos of that, so I hope you'll go back and watch those. Now inside, I've used one of the wallpaper printables to make this tuck spot. So it's just, I've printed it twice and then cut this bit out. A tag that we made, that was on a video, which will be, like I said, linked below. A lovely, very old lace and quite delicate pocket, I do admit, but I do love how it all looks, and something from the Still Life kit, which is attached to this very old piece of book page. It's a fly sheet, and this is backed with some old book page, and it's removable. It's just held in by those gold photo corners. A vintage piece of ephemera, which comes in the form of an envelope, which is empty, but it's just beautiful. It's from 1953, and I've tucked it down behind there because I just like the way the postage stamp and postmark is showing through. I've used this little doily as a pocket. It's just glued, and I've got a brass safety pin in there and a little tag backed with some vintage card and some vintage tickets. A wallpaper pocket with some Dutch or German book page from a very old German book. And here I have some more book page from an antique book from the late 1800s. It's some old advertising which I really love, and this could be used in any way that someone would like to. So it's a lovely big envelope there. This I've included, this I printed from the kit onto some old glassine that I have. I love how it looks. You can see that it has kind of bled a little bit, but I think it's really cool. So I have included it for someone to do something fun with if they want to. You could even make it into a cool glassine bag. This is a tag tucked up in here. This wax seal was gifted to me with this gypsophila. Love that. And I've just put some brown paper on the back, and this is from the kit, and I've attached it with this lovely vintage trim to this old book page. I've tipped these pages in. These are old and from the book that these book covers were from. So I just wanted to put them in here. I've just tipped them in so they could be removed or used as journaling space, or maybe something in some art, or that you could hide some journaling. But yeah, they'd be easy to remove from that page. This is printed onto some old music paper, so something from the kit. And so you've got that lovely old foxing on the back. This page is in a video that we did together. We did a couple of neutral decorating pages, and this is something I saw on Pinterest, which I really loved. And a little glassine bag with some little vintagey things in there to be used in the journal. Blank music manuscript. A tag we made in a video. These tags are the ready-made tags from the kit. They're really cool, and I just had a little play with those, sort of altering them a little bit. This is from a Girl's Own paper book from the late 1800s, and I've put some old ledger on the back. So this opens lovely out like this. The centre spread was pretty plain, and so I actually sort of fussy cut this motif out from some fabric, and I've glued that down, and then used the lace for the pockets. And in here is a very old piece of ephemera from France, I believe. I folded it so it's got a little tuck spot and embossed here, and I've put this old postcard in here. I think it's from 1908 or the early 1900s. And yeah, it's got some writing on the back. I'm not very clear on what it says. I haven't spent a lot of time reading that one. It's quite difficult to read. And here we have a little envelope flip with some vintage ephemera tucked in here, and a vintage check from 1936. So that's some New Zealand ephemera. I've tried to include New Zealand ephemera as much as possible. It's hard to come by, and a couple of the things in here are quite rare. This is one of those little mini collages that I made, and I've backed it so it could become a little journaling card, and I just want to tuck it in this tag. Now these tags are based on a video that Rachel from Roxy Creations did. Turn this into a little flip with some lovely embossed paper, that's watercolour paper, and a French letter here. I don't think it's got a date on it anywhere, but I think it's from the 1930s. There's a little piece of New Zealand ephemera here from 1947, and some vintage note paper. This is an American piece of ephemera from 1890 something. And yeah, I've just altered it with this lovely rose on the front, and another piece here just tucked under here. This here is from a very old music score sheet cover, and I've done a little bit of stitching and some lovely little pearly beads on there. Another tuck spot. This is from the Still Life kit, which I blew up and I printed it really large. I was thinking of using it as a page, but I didn't. So I cut it down and I backed it onto some really old cardstock from a sort of like a scrapbook album. So I've put that in there. More music paper reinforced with some masking tape. Fussy cut rose, which is actually out of this book. And that old book page. Another old postcard. And this has the date of 1919 on it. And this is one of the pieces of New Zealand ephemera I was talking about earlier. It is very old. It is from 1890, bought of a Continental Boot Depot. So someone's bought some children's boots. 140 Princes Street, Dunedin. So yeah, it's not something you come across very often. I was lucky enough to come across some very old invoices and ephemera that are all New Zealand based. Right, so we've got some texture paste on this beautiful music sheet cover, and here's another one of the tags I made, and this sort of has a little tiny tuck spot here where I've put a little ticket and a little avocado dyed tag, and it's backed onto some old book page. A little bit of German tape here. Some more texture paste on this beautiful piece of music, and this is avocado dyed paper, which this folds out, and this has got some embossing on it. Some lace on this little tuck spot here. Old wallpaper. Another little tuck spot with a beautiful old postcard. This is to someone in Christchurch. Again, difficult to see a date, but that is a very old stamp, so it's that way. And that's one of the little collages I made. This is a very old piece of rag paper. This is a big tuck spot behind here, and I've just placed this piece of ephemera, which is like a thing that has 2 layers to it, but I thought that was an interesting piece of paper to be used. And a very old playing card, and another one of the tags that I made, and that was backed onto a old envelope, and in the envelope I've tucked one of Lydia's stereograph cards, which I've made nice and chunky on some board. Some more old music, and there's a big tuck spot here for something, and this one opens out to reveal the other rows and another page, and I've left this little piece of music that someone has transcribed here. I just love it. I didn't want to cover it up. This is one of the little photos, sepia photos or black and white photos from which is one of Lydia's kits, and I've just threaded some ribbon down, as you can see, and a wax seal at the bottom, and obviously you can tuck something in here. Another big tuck spot using one of the background, I think, papers. I made this piece out of one of the I made it out of one of the strips actually that she has, but I printed it on photo paper, and then I've used resin. And behind here is some New Zealand ephemera. This is from 1928, and yeah, it's got some lovely writing on it. So I've popped that behind there. This is another page that we did together, and in these little envelopes I've put some original photos. You can see where they've been taken out of an album. So yeah, they're not in perfect condition in that respect, because the backs have got this stuff on them. So they're 2 wedding photos, and in the middle, I'm pretty sure they're the same couple, there's this picture of a wedding cake, which I actually really love. But again, it's got that black paper on the back, because I didn't want to damage the photo by taking all of that, trying to get all that black paper off. And so that opens out, and in here we have this lovely library membership, I think, from 1890. So that's Mornington District Library. That's another New Zealand piece of ephemera. A copy of an old photo that I own, and that's backed with some old book page. And this is from a very old birthday book, Shakespeare's birthday book, and I've left this page here. I mean, the pictures have really faded, but I've just left it as it is. And so that's for February. But I love this entry, and I'm not sure what that says, maybe Brown, but not sure. 1828, so that's when she was born. So yeah, it is an old birthday book. So again, this is that lovely rag paper, and I've put this beautiful trim and this little snippet that I put together, and this is a picture from one of Lydia's kits, and I've backed it onto some old photo album cardstock, but it's a beautiful picture. I love those roses, and that just tucks in there. Wallpaper, an old book page from 1885 from the Girl's Own paper. I just love that picture of the young woman watering her garden, so I thought that suited. And there's another one of those little collages we made together on that lovely avocado dyed paper. That's the other part of the music paper, which again I've left relatively uncovered. I have repaired it with some washi tape in places and strengthened it with lace. A little French language card, and another piece of New Zealand ephemera here. This is quite old as well. This is from 1911, and it's a invoice or a receipt, but I liked the graphics on there. And the last page, I put this little black what are they called? Are they called frogs on there? I love it. And then some of the wallpaper as the backing page here. And that is the end of that. So that's the journal. I really love how it's turned out. And yeah, I guess it has a kind of a bit of a rose theme when you look through it. Lots of room to be written in or done art added to in some ways. Now onto the shipping issue. New Zealand Post has suspended shipping to the US for the time being, as many other countries have, until the whole tariff thing is sorted. I'm looking at another option for shipping at this stage, because I'm hoping that between that company and New Zealand Post, they're going to come up with a DDP, which means duty paid, so that what you see in my shop will be the price that you pay, and there shouldn't be any surprises at the other end. So that's what we're working towards. And so yeah, thanks so much, Lydia, for inviting me to be a guest design team member on your team. And yeah, I hope that you like it, and I hope everybody is really well. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Bye.